everybody, we're here. New episode of the show that's yet to be named. This is the underrated action movies episode where we're just going to talk about some underrated action movies. I got Johnny Donuts 777. I got Caps. He does some stuff. You know, likes to argue with me on his free time. And I'll let you go first then. Go. Tell us a movie. Underrated action movie.
Go ahead, Caps.
The first one that came up was Last Boy Scout. Remember that one?
Oh, I hate you because I wanted to pick that one.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I used to watch it like on City TV. Like they used to come on like 9
Great
o'clock.
movies.
Yeah,
That is one of the period most underrated action movies of all time.
Yeah.
Like without a doubt.
It's Bruce Willis's most underrated, I think.
Yeah, for
That and
sure.
That and 13 Blocks.
Yeah, but this is like a perfect buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
And
but Damon Wayans did such a great job in that one.
yeah,
too.
it's just really well done. And it has like a darkness to it too.
I think that kicked Damon Wayans out of that slapstick comedy bubble that he was in and brought him into like more serious action movie type of thing.
He was trapped for about 4 or 5 movies. Like Blank Man and whatever. I can't even think of them on top of my head. But yeah, wow, that's a good one. And I'm upset that you got to say it and not me. All right, you go.
All right. Going back, this has become a cult classic, but I picked They Live. A John Carpenter classic. Like it's become a cult classic now, but when I first saw it, Roddy Piper is always been my favorite wrestler. So when I saw him in a movie, I was like, holy jeez, it's Roddy Piper in a movie. It's like, I need to watch this. And that epic fight scene that he and Keith David have for like 20 minutes with just grunting in the alleyway.
Yeah, that's
it just
so
like
good.
sealed the deal.
Put on the glasses.
I don't want to put on those glasses, you crazy mother.
First time you watch that movie, it's like, what the hell is going on? And then all of a sudden, it's like, wow, that took a huge left turn.
Yeah, the best is like I love it when he like walks into the grocery store and lady, you're okay. This one real fucking ugly.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that one. I mean, in comparison to The Last Boy Scout, it's definitely not as underrated.
Yeah,
but it is a really good movie, and enough people haven't seen it. So, okay, so I get to pick one. Let's see here. What do I have here on my list? Okay, so I'm going to go with one that is going to seem... It's not like a pure action movie, but I think that it doesn't get any credit at all, and it's Money Talks with Charlie Sheen and Chris Tucker. And it's like the setup for Rush Hour. This is like the whole base like idea of like the way they clash against each other, like two worlds. And I don't know. I feel like it's just super underrated, and it's really funny.
Yeah, that is a good one too. It's been a long time since I've seen that one.
Well, there's another good one too. Nothing to Lose is like very similar with Tim Robbins. Tim Robbins.
That's Shawshank guy.
Yeah, that's his name, right?
Yeah, Tim Robbins.
I'm thinking of Tony Robbins. Okay, yeah.
No, that's the life coach guy or something.
Yeah. It's Tim Robbins and Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, Tim Robbins. Yeah.
I thought I was talking about the life coach guy for a second. I was like, wait,
Tony
what?
Robbins.
Tony Robbins. But yeah, that's a decent movie too. Shout out to Nothing to Lose. You guys got any more here?
Hey, I got lots, man. You want to go with another one, Caps?
Yeah, I'll go with another one. Some of the Stallone 90s action flicks are pretty underrated. Like Demolition Man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, just another cheesy action film.
Well, I love Demolition Man.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That one's fantastic.
To
Sandra
me,
Bullock.
That's up there in my favorite Stallone movies. Easy.
Yeah, but the problem with like Stallone movies is that he's probably remembered for
Rambo and Rocky.
Yeah. Like Demolition Man.
Okay,
but he had a bunch of good underrated action films. You got to also, if you want to add Stallone there, you got to add Cobra.
Yeah, Cobra.
Yeah. Cobra's a good one. Cliffhanger.
I wanted to say Cliffhanger.
Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
okay.
Do I like
it's still?
Do I like watching Judge Dredd? Yes. I have a good time every single time I watch it, mostly because of Rob Schneider. But it is not a good movie.
Rob Schneider, derpy derp.
Rob Schneider is a carrot.
No. Stop or my mom will shoot.
No, okay, that's enough. You're cut off. You're absolutely cut off at this point.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
Okay, so I'm gonna name an Arnold movie since you said you had a couple Arnold and Stallone movies. And this is to me like maybe his most underrated movie is Eraser. I love Eraser. Yeah. I remember buying it at Blockbuster on DVDs like when they first came out and they had those weird like snap cases in the cardboard.
Oh yeah.
And
not the Blockbuster ones with the yellow strip that you
No. I watched it till like it was scratched to shit and like a DVD player that was like the size of a table. And like, oh my god, I love that movie.
Yeah, I went for me, Arnold. I would say because I go a little further back, it's Commando.
I don't think Commando's underrated though.
No, I think it is. It doesn't get as much love as some of his later films. Everybody would tend to say Last Action Hero, but Last Action Hero, I don't think is underrated.
I also now don't think that's underrated either. That there was a point where nobody knew what Last Action Hero was.
Yeah,
I would say like Red Heat is underrated.
Yeah,
is that considered an action film, guys? Red Heat?
Red Sonja too.
Red Sonja.
Yeah. I just had to go with Commando because in the 80s, Alyssa Milano. Whew.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one.
There is another Schwarzenegger movie from the 80s I can't think of.
All right, well, while you think of it, I'll tell you about another underrated Terminator movie. It's called Terminator 3. Underrated.
3? Really? I didn't like 3.
I think as just an action movie, it's really well done. If you're looking for like the deep Terminator like mythos and like stuff, that's not there. But just as an action movie, it's like nonstop action from one side to the other.
Okay, I'll give you that. Here's one. If you got to go with something, I'm going to go with The Transporter.
That's good.
The Transporter, because without The Transporter, you don't have Fast and Furious, and you don't have John Wick.
You don't have John Statham or Jason Statham at all without that movie.
Like he had a few, not just Transporter, but then I think he had Crank as well. Like he had a few of these crazy action films that were like insane, and like it was. Sorry.
No, yeah, don't keep going.
Yeah, no, and it's like without Transporter, you wouldn't have these other films that you have now, like these action, like I said, Fast and Furious and John Wick wouldn't be without the Transporter, and the Transporter is so underrated. And when that was like our first introduction to Jason Statham, and when I saw him, I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy can move.
The fight scene in the oil in that garage, that's crazy. That's crazy. I always loved this Transporter. That's another movie. Like I used to this is how I lived my life. Like I know we're going to get into this episode one day. Maybe we'll do it right after this one. But I used to just go to Blockbuster and buy movies. Like I would show up there and whatever I hadn't seen that looked remotely good, like that's how I got such a love for like indie comedies, because if it had any name person, like if it had Steve Buscemi, I was already buying it.
Sold, yeah.
Yeah, and
Makes
it's
sense.
like so like I used to watch that kind of stuff all the time.
Did you buy the movies or did you rent the movies and keep them?
Blockbuster, they'd be like $3.
Or did you rent the movies and keep them?
I was like 12. Where the hell was I getting a Blockbuster card? The Blockbusters where I live, you couldn't come with like your parents' card. They're not going to trust you. You had to have your own card or you can't rent movies.
You said Raw Deal. No, you said Red Heat, right?
Red Heat, yeah.
Yeah, I was taking a Raw Deal.
Yeah.
Raw Deal. Okay, but that's not bad. Okay, so I got two. I got a double, and they both have the same name. Okay, and the first one is so underrated. Okay, I don't remember what year it was made. Let me click on this and see if it has a year. 1986, okay? I watched this movie so many times in such a short span. It's crazy. Every time we went to the cottage, I would open up the box, find the VHS, and while everyone was sleeping, I would watch this movie. It's Running Scared. Okay, so it's Running Scared with Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines, and it is so good. It's one of the most underrated comedies, actions, buddy cops, whatever genre you want to put it in. It's so good. And then also Running Scared with Paul Walker, who I don't like as an actor at all, but I think this is his best movie for sure. and it's so underrated. Both Running Scareds. I recommend anybody who's watching this go watch Running Scared.
Okay.
Doesn't matter which one.
That's a good one. I like that one. That's a good choice there. Anything else for you, Caps?
Caps looks lost right now.
I'm just looking at different movies right now. I just found. I don't know if you guys remember Nighthawks, but I wouldn't consider it a.
If anything, I'd go
action movie.
Darkman. With Liam Neeson.
Darkman, and what's the other one? Dark City.
Dark City.
Dark City is a really good one. I know it's more of a sci-fi, and there's like a super, but yeah, the first Darkman is
like
fine.
Reanimator.
Yeah, Reanimator. That's okay. So I have one then. Sure, why not? Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis. I don't think anyone even knows what this movie is. I'm just gonna say that. He's like, it's like the Prohibition era mafia movie, and he goes off to like a Western style town in the middle of nowhere that's run by the mafia. It's where they're like hiding out, and he goes there to like do some deal. I don't even remember, and it turns into just like a bunch of shooting for like the whole movie, and it's like so entertaining. It's not very good, but it's so entertaining.
I got something along those lines then too. I'm thinking too, The Rundown with The Rock and Sean William Scott. That pretty much launched The Rock's career in action films.
Yeah,
that and Walking Tall.
Walking Tall is just gonna say that's a good choice too. Even a lot of people don't. Those movies are perfectly adequate action movies, but people just don't like acknowledge them.
Well, I mean, when it first came out, it's like, who is this wrestler guy trying to make movies, right? Who does he think he is? Hulk Hogan? What is this? No Holds Barred?
Oh, Running Scared is actually good. Yeah. No Holds Barred. That's always the reference that we go back to.
Yep. And because he mentioned They Live, I'm gonna put. I know it's well known, but I'm gonna slap it in there anyway. Big Trouble in Little Chinatown. I'm gonna put that in there. I know that irks you,
underrated, and that's not a good movie.
It's a great film. I love that one.
It's a great film.
Escape from New York too, if you want to stick with Kurt Russell.
Okay, if we're gonna talk about other
Tango and Cash,
underrated John Carpenter movies, Escape from New York is far more underappreciated than
we did that episode.
Trouble in China. I know, but Big Trouble is not to me. It's not underrated. If you ask people John Carpenter, everyone knows that movie. It's like the pinnacle of Kurt Russell.
Yeah, they're gonna say that or The Thing or Halloween.
Yeah, and if you tell someone Kurt Russell, they tell you that or The Thing. So it's what's the one with the boat? Is that her? Is that him?
No,
Overboard.
The fog.
No, Overboard with
Man Overboard. Yes, that's Kurt Russell.
Is it Goldie Hawn?
Yes,
that's where they met and they got married after.
Yeah, now they do the Santa Chronicles together.
What a horrible series of movies that is.
Yo, what was that one with Kurt Russell and they had to overtake the plane? I think for even what's his name? Oh my God, Halle Berry was in it. I remember that much.
Okay, wait. I feel like I'm with you. Arrow?
No, that was was it? No, that was
Travolta.
No, I was Kurt Russell.
Arrow.
Arrow is Travolta, right?
Yeah, Arrow is Travolta and what's his name?
Penn?
No, Eyebrows.
Executive Decision.
Executive Decision. Wow,
no,
that was a deep pull.
Christian Slater. It was
Christian Slater. Yeah, Christian Slater.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of planes, I got a good one, an actual good one. Air Force One. Air Force One is like the most underrated Harrison Ford movie.
That is a good one.
When he tells the terrorists to get off his fucking plane and stuff. All right, that's the most badass Harrison Ford ever was. Like that Harrison Ford beats Han Solo.
He made a series of films like during that time, like even Clear and Present Danger and another movie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. U.S. Marshals Part 1.
Patriot Games.
No, U.S. Marshals Part 1. The Fugitive.
No, but like he made a series of films during that time. Like,
no, but he also did the Tom Clancy. He did the Tom Clancy series of films, like Clear and Present Danger, and all the I forgot the other ones, but
Patriot Games.
Patriot Games, yeah.
Fugitive is in now modern era of 2021. I think that does get overlooked. That's a fair one. And U.S. Marshals, Wesley Snipes. That movie is dope.
Tommy Lee Jones again, yeah.
Yeah, that's a dope movie. I don't know, man. Every farmhouse, chicken house, brand house. So
Yeah, Wesley Snipes gets overlooked a lot in like the 80s for action flicks. He was big in the action flicks in the late 80s, early 90s.
yeah, he had
like
a few good. Passenger 59,
57?
57.
Passenger 57. Always bet on black.
You know, that's a good one. Art of War was all right. He had a couple good ones.
Yeah.
Mr. Nice Guy.
I would even say the first Blade was good.
Yeah, but I don't consider that underrated.
No,
Everyone
that's
knows
not
Blade.
underrated. I'm talking about Wesley Snipes.
Oh yeah, Blade 2 is good too. I'll say. But yeah, okay, so I'm jumping off. I'm going Jackie Chan right now, Mr. Nice Guy. I think any Jackie Chan in the 90s is now not underrated, but like underappreciated, underseen. I feel
over.
like any 90s Jackie Chan, like Operation Condor, even the old stuff, or the Police Story movies are amazing, like absolutely amazing. He has a lot of really good movies that not Rumble in the Bronx, Jackie Chan First Strike, but I guess that counts as the Police Story line. What's the Chow Yun Fat movie? The Replacement Killers. Hard Boiled. Ooh, Kiss of the Dragon by Jet Li. I just seen that on my list. That's a good one.
Then the series of Ip Man films too. Then
yeah,
those are underappreciated here.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the first two are good. I don't know if the third one is like really.
Well, I know they're working on a fourth one now too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the first two Ip Mans are really, really good. I got another one here. Pre MCU, I'm going with The Punisher with Tom Jane.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it.
And there's our Kevin Nash reference.
Oh shit, I should have known.
But yeah, I really enjoyed because back then it was like we just had Spider-Man, we just had like they were very lighthearted action films, and Punisher just brought the grit back to it. Like it was R-rated, there was blood, there was violence, there was like everything. Like it was like when Marvel Max had the series.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
I know
when Marvel Max had their. Yeah, so it's Punisher was. I think that's criminally underrated.
So then on that note, I'll have two, but I'll say one for sure. Punisher Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a good movie, but I think just as an action movie, it's so much fun. Like he literally just blowing people's heads up. Like
that's what's his name? Ray Stevenson replaced him in that one, didn't he?
Yeah, and also Ghost Rider. I don't care what anybody says. The first Ghost Rider is so much fun.
I enjoyed it.
The second one is straight up garbage.
If you're gonna go Nicolas Cage, then I would also put in Gone in 60 Seconds as an underrated action movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would also put in Snake Eyes.
Yeah, Snake Eyes was good.
What was the one with Sean Connery?
The Rock.
The Rock, yeah.
The Rock is a great movie. The Rock is arguably Michael Bay's greatest movie.
Yeah, I would agree to that.
Con Air is good.
Yeah, that's another. It's underrated. John Malkovich is really good in that film.
Yeah, so was Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi is a psycho in that movie.
Yes.
I'm gonna look. I would also look at some Mel Gibson's later movies during the 2000s, like Payback.
Payback is good. Does Payback have Lucy Liu?
I don't know. I think so.
I don't remember. Go give me another Mel Gibson. You're on a hot trail right now.
Oh, threw me off.
All right, I know Donuts got some.
Mel Gibson. I'm going to put the original Mad Max on there too.
Yeah, I think
that's an underrated film. I think
the first one gets overlooked a lot.
Yeah, everybody remembers the one with Tina Turner.
That one sucks.
That's terrible. That one. Thunderdome, Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah.
But the first Mad Max, because it wasn't that post-apocalyptic world yet. It was just like a guy trying to make it across the Australian outback.
Yeah, it was a really weird connection between part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But yeah. Lucky Number 11. I don't know if you count that as an action movie, but that movie's dope as hell. Bruce Willis in that. Oh, watch it. Yeah. I think it's on Netflix. It's so good. It's like it's Morgan Freeman, I believe, Ben Kingsley.
Okay. That's a good list there.
It's like a mystery type of movie. The main character is Josh Hartnett.
Okay. Wow, what happened to him?
Yeah. Hollywood
would you guys
Homicide.
consider? Sorry, would you consider Edge of Darkness with Mel Gibson as a action movie? I know
Yeah,
it's kind of dark,
it's
but
kind of actiony.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was looking at some of those ones.
Okay, so here I got a good one. Ronin with Robert De
Yep.
Niro.
Yeah.
That has one of the best car chase scenes like ever. Period.com.
Yeah.
Shanghai Nights.
Shanghai
Nights. Noon. That's it.
That's
Noon.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, double team. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman. That's right. Oh, okay. Hold on. Bulletproof. Adam Sandler and Damon Wayans.
Yes, that was another good one. Yeah. Yeah.
That's my jam.
But if Van Damme also had a few criminally underrated films. Like I would say Kickboxer's underrated.
Yeah.
Universal Soldier.
Bloodsport's another one that's totally underrated. Like
Universal Soldier's all right, the first one.
Yeah, the first one's good. It's the sequels. Which one was the one where he had to save the Pittsburgh Penguins arena?
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Overtime?
The sudden death?
Sudden death or something. Yeah. He had to save the igloo in Pittsburgh.
So what's the one with
Cop?
Just Time Cop's all right actually. What's the one with Rob Schneider? Knockoff, where he's trying to stop them from selling the knockoff things. Oh my god, knockoff.
What was the one where there was like two Van Dammes? Was that Double Impact?
Double Impact.
Double Impact. Holy crap, you came through with the good stuff. Simon Says with Dennis Rodman.
Yes.
I'm just dropping Dennis Rodman's out here.
He did a few with Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Dennis Rodman got really popular for 1 year there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did I say Red Heat already?
Yeah, earlier with the Arnold flicks.
And what's the other one? No, I'm not.
Did I mention Raw Deal?
No. Yeah, Raw Deal. That was what we were talking about.
I guess you could consider some of the old Steven Seagal films, like the ones in the 80s.
Okay, what about
Hard
okay,
to Kill, I guess?
wait, hold on, we'll get into Steven Seagal. Just let me drop these two and then I'm gonna shut this down. Do you consider Stakeout as an action movie with Emilio Estevez and Richard Dreyfuss?
That's more of a comedy, I find.
Okay.
Like a buddy cop comedy. That's me, at least.
What about The Hard Way with Michael J. Fox and James Woods?
I
don't recall that
can. That's buddy cop action. I can see that. Like it has comedy elements, it has action elements, but it's a.
Okay, so I'm taking that one as a win. The Hard Way, watch it. It's super underrated. It's maybe the most underrated Michael J. Fox movie.
Okay.
All right.
I'm probably going to go with the oldest one on the list, and I'm going to say The Warriors.
Yeah, okay, that's definitely underrated.
Great flick. Like, if you haven't seen The Warriors, go watch The Warriors. I think it's like 1976, 78, something like that. It's a really old flick, but it's so good.
A lot of a lot of tropes that they use in modern movies now are derived from
The Warriors.
The Warriors.
Yeah, it's so good. I love that film.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I remember not knowing what it was and never watching it and finally getting it and watching it with my brother. I paid a lot for it on DVD. It cost me like $50.
Jesus.
And because you couldn't find it anywhere. So I
they
got
never
it.
released it. Yeah.
You know how much I paid? Like $79 for Once Upon a Time in America, the special edition DVD. And the only one in all of Toronto was at the HMV downtown, and they only had one copy. I searched it online. I literally got on the subway and I went downtown as fast as I could to buy it before it was gone. Anyways, what were we just talking about?
Oh, The Warriors.
The Warriors.
The tropes,
And then we played the game.
Yes, on PS2.
Yeah.
Made by Rockstar.
Yep.
The same guys who did Grand Theft Auto. That's another criminally underappreciated game, is The Warriors.
Max Payne.
Rockstar has a few good ones.
Max Payne.
Max Payne.
Bully.
Manhunter.
Yeah. Bully's always been one of my favorites.
No, Bully is up there in like one of the best games ever made.
Rockstar
that
games,
doesn't get period. The things you could do in that game was like insane. Like, you had to go to class. Like you literally had to go to class and learn and
dissect
upgrade
frogs and stuff.
Yeah, like that was crazy. It took everything that San Andreas did and took it to another level. We're talking about video games now, but
Underrated video games. You know what? That's a topic for another episode.
Yeah. We need to get Norm Macdonald in here in an oversized hat, and then I think this episode will be over. Yeah, it's an oversized hat. Yes, where did you get the hat? I found it backstage. Okay, anyways. Turd Ferguson and such. Nick, you got any more before we shut this down?
I just looking through Clint Eastwood. And I just saw the Rookie, but that's an old one.
How about Steven Seagal? You said a bunch of Steven Seagal.
I guess some of those '80s movies.
On Deadly Ground.
Under Siege.
Under Siege. Tommy Lee Jones with a knife comes out of a cake.
That's right. No,
classic. We were talking about that on the radio at work. How he comes out on the cake.
Which one was it?
Look at some of those old Keanu Reeves movies. What was the one with the bus?
Speed.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic is underrated. Which one was it?
It was a surfer movie.
Point Break.
There you go.
47 Ronin was a good one.
47 Ronin. I agree.
That's an underrated Keanu film.
Yeah,
but
that's
the one
definitely.
Yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, that's all I got. Like, I mean, anything else? With
you had a Mel Gibson. Oh yeah, you said your Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
one.
Mine were Mad Max and Payback for Mel Gibson.
All right, well here's my Mel Gibson one then, since I don't have one yet. Is Lethal Weapon 4 because it's not that bad. Predator 2, Danny Glover. Come on, Predator 2 is so underrated. Get out of here.
No, I agree. Predator. I completely missed the boat on that one, but Predator 2 was a fantastic film.
Listen, I got a story for you. So we were little kids, and this guy decided, well, what is more fun to do with little kids than I'm going to put on Predator and make these little kids watch Predator. So we were so scared that, like, I don't think I slept for like a week. Like, he made us watch Predator in the dark in a basement.
You won.
Oh God.
Ugly mother.
That was so good. You literally lagged right when you said it too, and you're making the face as you said it.
What's going on with my internet tonight?
I don't know, man. I think we're all having internet issues. But yeah, okay, that's all I have here, guys. Thanks for watching.
Oh, was he going to say something?
I don't know. I thought you were both going to say something.
No, I'm waving goodbye.
Oh, okay.
So we're both on. No one. I'll say something. Like, comment, subscribe. Go check out their channels. Caps' channel is RLG Cast on rlgcast.cast. And thanks for watching.